How has Ambidexter taken to his first season at stud?
Fantastic, Hilton. It's always anxious moments in the first 15 days of a stud season when you've got a new stallion, and especially when you're standing one on behalf of Darley and Sheikh Mohammed and the team. So to have those first positive scans come through and to see how he's handling himself in the barn, to see how he's letting down and how clients have responded to him and breeders, it's all been a massive tick. So we're very happy to have him here at Cornerstone.
How did that partnership with Darley come about?
We've always had a great relationship with Darley. We've bred a lot of mares to Darley over the years, in particular with my business partner Darren Thomas. So yeah, we're close friends with the team at Darley Australia and Ollie Tate internationally. So we've also got a close relationship with Sheikh Hamdan, Sheikh Mohammed's brother. We stand Rianne for him here. So it was I guess a natural discussion to have with them when we heard that they might be looking to stand Ambidexter, retain ownership in him but stand him elsewhere. I guess because they've got the full brother skilled in Victoria, it didn't make sense to them to stand them side by side. So yeah, the door opened and we jumped through it and grabbed that opportunity with both hands.
His female family is a major talking point. Can you tell us a bit more about the dam side of his pedigree?
Yeah, well, it's one of the big selling points because Dexterous, not only is she a Group 2 winner herself, but recently crowned Hunter Valley Broodmare of the Year, and that's as a result of Skilled being a Group 1 winner. That's Ambidexter's full brother. And then you've got the very exciting Sidestep, who is probably one of the more highly rated, was the second highest rated or highest rated 2-year-old colt last year and a very good 3-year-old. So she's got a lot going for her. She's a consistent producer and it's a family that has worked in Australia.
It also traces back to the brilliant Emancipation, among others.
Yeah, no, it's a super family. And we think, well, Commands, you don't get a more consistent sire in Australia than Commands. And when you get a type like Ambidexter, and I mean, I understand Skilled's a wonderfully good-looking type too, so the mare's doing a tremendous job, and I think he only has to pass some of these characteristics onto his progeny, and they'll be very easy to sell as yearlings.
Ambidexter's racing career, he was a late November foal, so he was always going to need some time.
Yeah, and in fact then he won as a 2-year-old, despite being a late foal, and then he came out early in his 3-year-old career and won a listed race in the Ming Dynasty. So you know, he didn't need a lot of time.
Ambidexter out after Sangster. Sangster in front. Ambidexter raced up on the outside, got level, stuck the head in front, and Ambidexter won it from Sangster and Darcy Be Good.
After a solid 3-year-old campaign, he returned as a 4-year-old to win his second stakes featured the Group 2 Theo Marks, and he beat Fat Al.
Ambidexter just in front, but Fat Al refuses to give in. Fat Al and Ambidexter. Ambidexter in front won it. Ambidexter beat Fat Al Dystopia third.
So he beat Fat Al and then was subsequently beaten by Fat Al just marginally in the Group 1, but he in the Epsom. So, you know, he was competitive, beaten less than a length in 3 Group 1s. Tremendously good racehorse. You know, had he won any of those Group 1s, I'd suggest he'd be standing for 20-25,000, you know, in the Hunter Valley.
Can it be argued that his racetrack performances were better than his sire Commands?
Absolutely. I mean, that's a good point, Hilton. Commands was a Group 3 winner and, you know, has gone on to become one of the most successful sires in Australia. This horse is a Group 2 winner, multiple Group 1 performed, and, you know, we're just really enthusiastic about him, and when you see him in the flesh, it's hard not to be.
Beautiful type.
He's an outstanding type. You know, he has everything on type, and we expect that. And one of the big selling points for us was that the Magic Millions and Adrian Hancock and the team there were very bullish on having him stand here, and they're really looking forward to selling his yearlings in Adelaide and. As of the team at Inglis in ensuing years.
So he has a good book.
He has a good book, yeah, a really good book. I mean, we've stood him at a really competitive fee. We've stood him at $6,000, and we're trading down marginally on that. So, look, I'd be surprised if breeders weren't attracted at that price, and they have been. So it's been well received, which is great. You know, we realise there's an appetite to race 2-year-olds in Australia, but I think it's not the be-all and end-all either. So I tend to judge stallions, and our team tend to judge stallions at the end of their 3-year-old year. So, and I expect breeders are doing the same.
We've been here several times over the years. Cornerstone stud, forging a partnership with other iconic farms. How's it going?
Well, side with strength is my business partner's one of his favourite sayings, Darren Thomas, and I'd suggest that we've really been working hard on that adage. For us, being able to source the best bloodlines in the world for our clients and our breeders in Southern Australia and in Australia generally is a big part of what motivates us, and aligning ourselves with these great breeders internationally, some of the best breeders in the world, is something that we're tremendously proud of. And we see ourselves as a conduit for our clients to accessing these sort of bloodlines, and in doing that, those relationships are incredibly important. So we're excited, Hilton. We've come a long way, and we've stepped out of our comfort zone on several occasions, and to see it come into reality is extremely rewarding.